All right, so this is going to be the next video for the Unit 1A review. All right, so the next question says, which fraction is equal to 0.53 repeating? All right, so the choices you're given are fractions. Okay, you have to go find the fraction that this is equal to. All right, it's 0.53 where only the 3 is repeating. Okay, so what's the first thing you're going to do? The first thing is let x equal 0.53. Okay, notice only the 3 is repeating. Okay, so that means you need the 2 equations, right? You need the one with 100 and the one with 10 because it's 2 numbers, but only one of the numbers is repeating. All right, so the first number for the first equation is you multiply both sides by 100. So you get 100x is going to be equal to, well, this number looks like this, 0.53333. So when you multiply by 100, you move this twice, okay? And you're going to get 53.3 minus the next equation you need is the one where you multiply by 10. So you get 10x equals 5, right? When you multiply one time, when you multiply by 10, you only move the decimal one time. So you get 5.3 repeating, okay? Subtract these, 100x minus 10x is 90x equals to 53 minus 5 is 48. These repeatings cancel. Okay, divide both sides by 90. 90s cancel, and you get x equals 48 divided by 90. But this can be simplified. Okay, so that's what we need to do here because the choices that we're going to have are going to be simplified choices. All right, so what can we do here? Well, you can use the 3's trick. All right, 4 plus 8 is 12. 3 goes into 12, so that means 3 goes into 48. All right, and 3 goes into 48 16 times. 9 plus 0 is 9. 3 goes into 9 evenly. That means 3 goes into 90. It goes into 30 times. So we get x equals 16 over 30. But now we have even over even. So we know we can take out a 2. All right, so now what we can do is we can divide both of these by 2, right? So we're going to get 16 divided by 2 is 8. 30 divided by 2 is 15. All right, and that's your answer, 8 divided by 15. All right, so you'll choose those, okay? So don't forget to simplify, all right? You will need to simplify on the test. All right, this next one says, which of the following numbers is to the right of 6 on a number line? Select all that apply. I'm sorry. So let's say the problems that you're given here are, let's say it's the square root of 3, square root of 11, negative square root of 21, square root of 46, negative square root of 76, and the square root of 93. Okay, let's say those are the choices we have, and we want to see which one is to the right of 6 on a number line. All right, so the first thing I would do is draw a number line. I would put 6 somewhere, say there. Then I would do 7, 8, go down 5, 4, 3. Okay, that should be enough. All right, so which of the following numbers is to the right of 6? Okay, so first one, square root of 3. The square root of 3 is nowhere near 6. Okay, the square root of 3 is less than the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. So the square root of 3 is to the left of 6, right? Because here's 2, here's 1, square root of 3 is somewhere in here, okay? That's to the left of 6, okay? We want to know what's to the right. We're looking for everything to the right of 6, okay? Square root of 11? No, because the square root of 11 is less than the square root of 16, which means it's less than 4, okay? Square root of 11 is somewhere in here. That's to the left. We're looking for numbers to the right of 6. A negative number? No, because negatives are on the complete opposite side of 0. So that's not going to work. Same thing with this one. Okay, that's not going to work either because it's a negative. We're looking for numbers to the right of 6, which means we're looking for numbers bigger than 6, okay? So bigger than 6. So this negative doesn't work. Neither does this one. This one was too small. This one doesn't work either. Okay, square root of 46. Yeah, well, we know the square root of 46 is bigger than the square root of 36, which means it's bigger than the square root of 36 is 6, which means it's bigger than 6. So that means it's somewhere around here, okay? So it's somewhere around here, maybe 46. All right, so yeah, it's to the right. The square root of 46 is to the right of 6. Okay, so that's one of our answers. We can circle that one. All right. The last one is square root of 93, and yeah, that's definitely to the right, right? Because square root of 81 is equal to 9, and the square root of 93 is bigger than the square root of 81, which is 9. So the square root of 93 is going to be somewhere around here somewhere, which is also to the right of 6. Okay? So that means this one's also going to be our option. So D and F. D and F are the numbers that we're going to choose. So now we can go to number 6, where it says which of the following statements is correct based on the number line below. And we're given points A at 0, B at 4, okay? And we're given some choices to choose from, all right? It says, the first one says the square root of 10 is to the right of point B, all right? This one you can already see it's wrong. The square root of 10 is to the right of point B. How do you know? Because the square root of 10, maybe we'll go to the side and do it. The square root of 10 is less than the square root of 16, and it's greater than the square root of 9. Okay, the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so what we can do is, since now that we see that square root of 10 is between 3 and 4, right? We can see that it's somewhere around here. Okay, square root of 10, somewhere inside there. So the square root of 10 is to the right of point B because it is less than 4. All right, so this makes no sense at all. Okay, because the square root of 10 is not to the right of point B. The square root of 10 is to the left of point B, right? Because point B is 4. Okay, so this one doesn't make any sense. We can cross it off. All right. Letter B says the square root of 10 is between A and B. Okay, so far that makes sense, right? Because A is 0 and B is 4. All right, and square root of 10 is between 3 and 4. Okay, so square root of 10 is somewhere in here. Okay, it's between points A and B, but now they're saying because it's less than 0. Okay, that's not there. Okay, so that doesn't make sense again, because if it was less than 0, it wouldn't be between 0 and 4. It'd be over here somewhere. Okay, so this one doesn't make sense either. All right, because they're saying it's because it's less than 0 and greater than 4. Okay, this square root of 10 is not greater than 4. And it's not less than 0. All right, this makes no sense either. All right, square root of 10 is between points A and B. Okay, it's between points A and B, so it's somewhere in here. Because it's greater than 0, because it's bigger than 0, and less than 4. Okay, this one makes sense. Okay, it's in between points A and B. It's in between 0 and 4 because it's greater than 0. Yeah, it's greater than 0 and less than 4. Okay, so this one makes a little bit of sense, but let's go check out the next one. All right, the last option, letter D, says square root of 10 is to the right of point B because it is greater than 4. All right, to the right of point B, no. Okay, if we were to the right of point B, yeah, that's a correct statement. Okay, if it was to the right of point B, it would be greater than 4. But the square root of 10 is not greater than 4. The square root of 10 is less than 4. Okay, so that's how you can go about that problem. All right.